Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Maria
Hi.
Era. Hi.
Hi.
And you're
Bridget.
Bridget?
Yes.
Bridget. So what brings you in today?
Well, I've been feeling a bit of anxiety. Um, I just left my home and I started a medical program and I'm trying to become a doctor and I'm having a lot of anxiety around completing the program. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pull through and that's causing me a lot of anxiety.
Okay. All right. Okay. So to better understand you better, what you're saying is that you just got into a medical program and you're living away from your family and you are feeling a lot of anxiety. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm away from home and I feel like because my dad is verbally abusive and it was chaotic when I was living there and it was just a really unstable environment and I'm not there to make sure that my mom's okay and um I can't really talk to him about it because in my culture, in my Asian culture, I we're the women are just we just really don't talk up to my dad. And so I don't really get to tell him how I feel. And so that concerns me when I'm away.
Oh, I see. I hear a lot of like you're nervous or anxious. Is that what I'm
Hmm.
hearing? Okay.
Yeah.
So when you talk about your father, what do you feel when you talk about your father?
I feel like he protects our family, but at the same time, I feel like he loses his patience too much. He just, he doesn't really take the time to try to understand us. He's just telling us that we're no good and we need to try harder. And it just drains on me because like I'm away from it, but I'm not because his memories and what he says stays with me.
I see. So his voice keeps replaying in your head, basically.
Hmm. Yeah, like I could hear
When
it. Like when I'm doing a test, like I could even hear his voice telling me I'm no good. Like I'm trying to do my best on my test and I'm hearing him. Like the thought of him telling me I'm gonna fail. And it's like, I want to get rid of that. I want to get rid of those memories and I just want to remember the good times. Because I feel like if I don't, then I won't be able to get through this program.
I see. And how does this your anxiety, how does it feel?
Like for example, if I'm taking a test, mm, I'll start to think of my dad, and then I'll also start to feel like my palms getting sweaty, becoming sweaty, and my skin becoming cold, and my heart starts to race, and I'm just I'm really unable to focus during those times. And by the time I know it, the time is up, and I've wasted so much time just thinking about how I'm feeling.
How do you see what do you see yourself in 5 years from now? Where do you see yourself?
Um, I see myself really in the same place, like still trying to do pass my classes. And I sometimes think it'll take me longer to graduate because of my anxiety. But if I could stop it now, then I feel like I could move forward and complete the program in time. I'm just really confused on how to do that.
Well, you came into the right place. Therapy helps a lot of people get through their anxiety and depression and other mental issues that everybody has. It's more common than we all think. And I'm sure you I mean, what made you want to take therapy?
Just mainly like, just mainly being able to control my thoughts. And I want to be able to control my thoughts. I'm not even sure if it's possible, but I want to be able to clear my mind and renew my confidence. I want to renew my courage. I want to be able to move forward and have fun at the same time because lately I've just been isolating. I haven't been going to church lately. I feel like God doesn't love me. All of these things are keeping me back from really enjoying my life at this time.
Okay. What I'm getting is that you want your anxiety to be at a level that doesn't interrupt your life. You could finish medical school, basically better yourself.
Hmm.
Um, you feel you've been isolating yourself, you said? Was that what you said?
Yeah, I've been isolating just because I don't feel like going around and being around people. When I'm around people, I feel drained and I feel tired and I feel like if I were to just be able to go home, I would feel different. I'd feel more energized. And so I just keep thinking about the time that it's time to leave. I'm just wondering when I can get out of there and go back home because I know when I get back home, I'll feel better. And I didn't used to be that way. And so I'm wondering what's going on with me. Like, is my brain changing? Am I adjusting? So, yeah, just trying to figure it out.
Another, I wanted to ask you, what stuff have you done that is good, excellent, that you've accomplished or achieved or
Well,
exceed?
I got into the medical program, and that I was surprised about because when I finished high school, I did my tests and then I applied um, into a undergraduate program, and then I applied for my doctorate, and they accepted me, and I was so happy. I felt so accomplished, and I felt like I didn't expect for my anxiety to be here. I thought that everything was going to go smooth sailing and the excitement would last throughout the whole program, but it just seemed like after that time that passed is just like boom, the anxiety set in. Um, Also, like, what did you ask if I what was I good at? Oh,
Yes.
okay. I'm really good at babysitting. I babysit kids on my time off when I go back home. And we have a lot of fun, and I make sure that they do a lot of activities, and they're usually really happy when their mom picks them up. So I'm really good at that. I feel
That's
accomplished when I get done watching them, and um, I consider myself to be a good friend to the friends I have back home. So I really miss that. And that's something I feel like I'm good at, just making sure they're okay, calling them, asking them how their day is, stuff like that.
okay. Have you made any new friends in school, or you only have the friends back home?
Because I've been isolating, it's just harder to make friends. And then, like, when I meet somebody, I'm not as interested in maintaining that relationship. I'm just like, I don't want to really get involved because of the way I'm feeling. Like, I feel like if I'm around them, I'm going to bring them down. Like, I'm going to talk to them about my anxiety or something. And they're just maybe, I just get nervous about that. I mean, like, get nervous about being rejected.
Sounds like you could be nervous, that you get nervous a lot, and the anxiety is always there with you. But there is moments that it sounds like your anxiety isn't there. When you are babysitting, you don't have that anxiety as much.
Hmm.
You're more focused on babysitting, taking care of the kids, making sure they're okay. Is that what I'm
Hmm.
What you're saying? Okay.
Yeah, so like I know this isn't me. I know it's temporary. I know I have that spark in me. So I really want to explore how to get that back.
Okay. What are you feeling right now with this silence that we just had?
It just got me thinking about myself before, like who I was before I came in. I was really anxious and I've been experiencing like I've just been in my head about now. And when you asked me that question, it made me think about um who I was before, and that made me a bit happy. It made me feel like how I felt for a moment back then.
What do you think you need to change in order to reach these goals, to reach your goal of becoming a doctor?
I need to stop thinking so much about my dad. I need to um, focus more on having the courage to be around people so that we can be friends, that I can befriend people. Um, that's all I could really think
Are,
of at the time.
and when you go to church, you go in person or do you do this online?
I go in person.
Okay. Have you tried maybe doing it online? See if
Mm,
you don't have that much anxiety and maybe trying a study group online.
um,
Is it the face to face uh that gives you anxiety? Because I don't feel like you have it as much right now talking to me.
yeah, I would try. I'd be open to that. I haven't really thought of that, but I would definitely be open to it.
It sounds like you're kind of happy now.
Hmm.
I see a smile on your face. That's good. That's good. Um, and tell me more about your dad. When he is verbally abusive, is it more like you can't accomplish anything, like putting you down?
He would put me down. He would tell me things like you're not good enough to do these things. Um, he'd tell me his problems, and like when he was upset, everybody had to be upset. Like if he was upset and he saw somebody happy, he'd be like trying to tear them down because I don't know why he'd do that, but um, and I just always wanted to leave there. But now that I left, I'm worried about my family and who's left behind there, and um, it's just it's just uncomfortable.
Okay. Well, it's good that you decided to do therapy and hopefully we'll be able to help. I will help you reach your goal of becoming a doctor and your anxiety level would not be as high.
It sounds good.
So, okay.